Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket. Today we're going to be scrolling through 16-bit alien goo in Axiom Verge. Ew. But first, news time. And the 2015 Call of Duty Championship has come to an end, with US team Denial Esports walking away with top spot. But just because Americans are better at killing everybody than the rest of the world, doesn't mean Australia didn't put up a good fight. XR5T1 and Integral Nation played well, but didn't make it past the pool round. But our boys in Mindfreak placed 6th overall. So congratulations to all the players, and to let off some steam, maybe do what I do after work and just sit back, relax, and play some Call of Duty. Alright, let's go hunt some pixelated aliens. Gooey. Axiom Verge is an indie project 5 years in the making by veteran game developer Thomas Happ. Yes, this whole game was made by one guy, at night, over 5 years. One guy. A doff of the cap to you, Happy, you glorious maniac. Look, it comes out tomorrow, so let's play. So the premise of the game is you're a scientist who dies in some horrific lab accident and you wake up in some weird alien world. And obviously it's very 80s inspired, and like everything in the 80s, it's set in the far distant future of 2005. The gameplay itself, like Ori, which we looked at last week, is classic Metroidvania style. It's about going through levels, finishing them off, going and getting new equipment, and then coming back and finding new areas in places you've previously been that you can now access because you've got new equipment, new weapons, etc. It's really great platforming as well. Super tight controls, really clear as to what you should be doing, but it's also hard. Like this game sort of really does kick you around, and saves are sort of few and far between, so if you do die, you're sort of pushing yourself right back. I love the look of the game. Everything has this sort of weird alien pulsating feeling, and pulsating's a terrible word to say out loud, but it is. Everything is pulsating. It's all moist, pulsating flesh. Just gross. There's also actually like a really cool use of shaders in the design. Since it was just made by one guy, he needed to figure out creative ways to lessen the load. So when you shoot an enemy, instead of having to animate like an impact for every single different type of enemy he makes, it's just this sort of static shader, and that works in with the whole visual style of the whole game and the theme. It's also really intelligent with how it uses the equipment and weapons that you get. There are special weapons that you need to use to unlock new areas, and the same with approaching enemies. Like, not everything is going to work on everybody, and it's about sort of experimenting and finding out what is the best way to tackle any particular situation. There's a laser beam, there's a sort of shock gun, but the coolest weapon I've unlocked so far is the disruptor, and basically you point it at enemies, you point it at weird places in the environment, and it glitches the game. So it basically turns enemies into weird broken pixels, or it turns parts of the environment into glitches that you would see in these games when you were playing them as a kid. This sort of glitch idea is spread throughout the whole game. There's a heap of areas that you can unlock using only a certain combination of gameplay or weapons. There's procedurally generated rooms that will only pop up in your gameplay. And this sort of stuff is hidden all throughout the game, so it's so satisfying to be encountering an area and suddenly you fall down through the floor or something and you go, oh my god, I had no idea that that was actually a thing that I could do. And it's totally rewarding and makes you want to explore each one of these areas. There is a speedrun mode actually included, which is really cool. It times you, it sort of locks down the game so that the procedural stuff doesn't sort of pop up and change the experience for everybody. So there is a lot of replayability here, and I particularly see this being a game that a lot of people are going to want 100% and speedrun. It just has that itch of wanting to see everything, wanting to unlock everything, and according to the map, there's a lot to unlock here. Now, unfortunately, there is a review embargo on the game that doesn't live for a few hours, so I can't tell you whether or not Axiom Verge is definitely a good game, or whether Thomas Happ has made something that is very good. So you'll just need to wait for the reviews. All right, that's it for Pocket. NichBoy out.